Today is August 20th and the dahlias are starting to look really great, and I thought we would take a tour of the dahlias in my garden. I have 3 different areas of my yard with dahlias. I have 2 beds that have dahlias from tubers. This one that I'm sitting in front of right now in my front yard. I have another bed in my backyard, which was a little bit of an experiment this year because the front yard gets a lot of sun. The sun in the backyard starts a little bit later, a couple hours later, so I thought I would see, the front versus the back, which does better. Right now they're both doing pretty well, so I'm pretty pleased with both of them. Also, I have a nice bed of seed dahlias in the back that I plant from Floret. I think it's called Bee's Choice, and those are growing great too. So let's take a look at all the dahlias. I love this vista. Lots of dahlias blooming. So let's take a look at some of them up close. This dahlia right here is called Dahlia Mikey. It's a great plant. It puts out tons of blooms. This one was purchased from Floret Farm, which I believe is out of Vermont. It's more than an inch, maybe an inch and a half across. Just little, but they look really cute in bouquets. So this one's French doll, not blooming yet, just about to open. It's a beautiful yellow and pink dahlia. It's for my first time having it. I wasn't able to find it 2 years ago. This year I got it from Arrowhead Dahlias. This is called Skipley's Spot of Gold. I also got that from Arrowhead Dahlias this year. Again, this was one I really tried to get a couple years ago. I kept missing out. Was really excited to find one this year. This is just about to open, but I'll show another picture on the screen of one that already did open. Really neat. It's pink with teeny little tips of gold on the edge of the petals, and you can really see it from the bud actually. See the little tips of yellow on the edge of each petal. You can actually see it better in the unopened form, but it's just gorgeous when it's open as well. This dahlia down here is another one of my favorites. This is one that I had last year that I saved the tuber and planted again, and I had a whole bunch of tubers from it. It was produced a ton of tubers. This is called Golden Scepter. It's just a really gorgeous golden color. I really love that, and it puts out tons of blooms as well. It's kind of just starting. I have one plant here and one plant in the back. This beautiful pink ball dahlia, and it's big. You can see from my hand. It's about 3 inches across. This is Narrows Pam, and this is from Arrowhead Dahlias, and I purchased it in 2022. Saved the tubers, and this plant looks great. This plant has really got a lot of buds. It's a huge plant, so I'm looking at a whole bunch more buds ready to come out on this one. They don't need to be fully open to be fully gorgeous. Just stunning. Look at the little star in the center of that. So it's like a violety pink with kind of white-ish center. This is Dahlia Silver Years. Super pretty blooms. Just a really beautiful light pink. When the buds are just coming out, it's like white with the tinges of lavender on the petals. Super pretty. This is also from Sunny Meadows Farm. I bought this tuber 2 years ago. I saved it this year, and I had a whole bunch of tubers. I shared them with a lot of people, but really happy to have this back again. I do have this one also in my front and backyard. This one I'm super excited about. It's called Cafe au Lait Twist. It's new to me this year. I bought it from Floret Farm, again out of Vermont. The bud itself is so gorgeous. It's kind of got this white and pink speckled look to it. And I think these are big ones. I'm pretty sure these are pretty big. And I've got tons of buds. One here, one in there about to open. So I'm really gonna keep a close eye on those and see. Those are gonna be gorgeous. This is Dahlia Bocon, which I got in 2022, and again, saved the tubers over the winter. Last year it had a lot more bugs on it. I think it had thrips on it last year. This year it doesn't seem to be doing as bad with the bugs, but just gorgeous. These are about 5-inch blooms. They look great in bouquets. They last a really long time. The buds are so beautiful when they're just starting to open. Love those. So yeah, Dahlia Bocon. This is American Dawn, and this actually is from a tuber that was given to me by a friend. I thought he was giving me a different one, and then this one came up, and I was actually really happy because I had this a couple years ago, and it didn't survive when I tried to store the tubers. It's a really large dahlia, kind of fits in the palm of my hand. It's about 4 inches across. Stunning color, just like a orangey pink with a purplish kind of center to it. This one's got like amazing stem length. I think it's probably more than 2 feet long, the stems for this, and they're super strong. They don't fall over, so those are a great dahlia to have. Snow Les. This is my first year. I got it from Arrowhead Dahlias. Look at how cool that coloring is on that. It's this unbelievable, like, speckled, pinkish reddish color. So gorgeous. This one, and it's got a bunch of blooms, and I've already cut a bunch of these. This is Dahlia Peter. They're about 2.5 to maybe 3 inches. Really nice pinkish, purplish dahlia. And this is the first year for Dahlia Peter, and this is from Sunny Meadows Dahlias. So love it. This is Ivanetti. It's a dark red dahlia. I had a couple of these plants last year, saved some tubers. I had a ton of tubers. I gave a bunch away. It's a pretty dahlia. I was looking for a darker red when I got this one, but I do like this one too. I think this is pretty. It's smaller. It's kind of a 2-inch ball dahlia. Senior's Hope is the only dahlia I have left from 2021. I tried to save tubers from 2021 to 2022, and most of them did not make it. But this is the 3rd year that I've had this. This year when I saved tubers, I had much more luck with that. That's probably about it for the front yard dahlias. So going into my backyard, with this bed of dahlias over here, I also have my seed dahlias over here. I'll take a look at those in a minute. Some things are blooming, some not as much as the front. I think they're taking a little bit longer, but they do have tons of buds. Like I said, they get a little bit less light back here, but in general, I'm pretty happy with the growth. I have a gorgeous golden scepter. Just love these. It's such a gorgeous golden color. Really, really stunning. So this is Entac Solar Flare. Here's a bud. You can see the colors anyway. This is a Floret dahlia. So the Entac Solar Flare that we looked at the bud yesterday has opened up. That is just such a stunning form. And the colors of that are gorgeous. Just love that. Here's another silver years that I have back here. This dahlia is called Black Magic. I was really looking for a dark dahlia, and this is it. This guy's super dark. This dahlia is called Caitlin's Joy, and it's from Sunny Meadow Farms. This is the first one I'm seeing. It's like this mauve color with sort of a peachy maybe background to it. It's just super cool. I do have another bed of dahlias. This is Dahlia's Bee's Choice Mix from Floret. You don't know what you're going to get. Most of them are open-faced dahlias. They're all beautiful colors. I did get one this year. There's 2 bees on it. That is kind of a big double dahlia, which is really cool. That one's kind of blown open now, but when you see I think I have a picture I can put up of one. It's a really beautiful color. It's sort of like a peachy, mauvey combination of colors. And when it first opens, it's gorgeous. I may put some organza bags on some of these buds and see if I can get some good examples, because the bees get to these really fast. I'm happy to share, but also I'd love to see this one without any pollination happening to it. This is a good example of an open face one. This one's really pretty. They don't last super long, the ones that are from the seed mix, most of them. I do cut them once in a while. They'll last a couple days in a vase if I get to them before the pollinators do. But a lot of them they get kind of destroyed after the bees are on them. Like here's one, pretty pink, but it's really been decimated. This is a neat one. It's kind of an orangey red. It's got that neat twisted petal look to it. If you find one that you like, you can dig the tubers and save them for the next year. I think I'm gonna probably save that mauve one. But this is kind of a pretty one. Oh, this is a gorgeous white one. Here's again over here. This one has cool star shape with the, I don't know what you call that, when the leaves are kind of twisted. Kind of makes a neat shape in the center. This one looks like a collarette because it has deep magenta red petals, and then around the center it has some little kind of twisted petals of red and white, so that might be a keeper too. Pink with little white tinges around the outside. Here's a pretty pink one. This one is really cool, really dark, a really dark red. The petals are really twisted, almost like tubular. It makes kind of like a cool star shape, so I really like that one. I'm gonna see if I can bag some of these blooms as well. This could possibly be one that I would save. I'm not sure. It's really fun to do seed dahlias because you just don't know what you're gonna get. So that was a tour of my dahlias for August 20th, 2023. Really excited about what I've got growing so far, and also looking forward to so many more beautiful blooms. Dahlias are so amazing to me. The shapes of them are so cool and so varied. It's just always so exciting to see them start to bloom. They're a lot of work to dig and to store and pot up early, and you know what? They're truly worth it. They're one of my favorite flowers. If you love dahlias, please comment below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel to grow. Thanks for watching.